So my next guest for a video interview is John Carbone. He is Vice President Marketing with Express Logic. Welcome, John, at Embedded World here.
Thank you, Jürgen.
So what kind of news have you brought with you for us?
Well, the things that are new at Express Logic are the introduction of two brand new products aimed at the developer who is building graphical user interfaces for medical devices, industrial devices, or consumer electronics. And these products are GUI-X, which can be used to create a graphical user interface, such as the one I'm showing here, and GUI-X Studio, which is a companion product that is used on the PC to actually design and develop such a user interface, even by a non-programmer. So that's one thing that's new. Another thing is our continued strong sales. Our business has been very strong, not only in Europe, but around the world. And finally, our relationship with one of our partners, Renesas Electronics, has moved to the next level, where we are providing more and more support to their RZ Cortex-A9 based processors. And so we'll be doing more and more with Renesas to help them promote that processor and the use of ThreadX in conjunction with that processor.
And what are your show highlights over here at Embedded World?
We're focusing on the new products here at Embedded World. We're showing demonstrations of our GUI-X and GUI-X Studio new products, in which we show how to create a graphical user interface. And we're also showing the high-performance networking we achieve with Xilinx Zynq Cortex-A9, dual A9 processor using our NetX TCP/IP stack. So we have those two demonstrations, GUI-X and NetX, running in our booth, stand 5-340.
So John, what do you see as a major trend in the embedded industry right now?
There's a trend recently that's been gaining traction in the industry, and that is to look at a product not from the sole perspective of how much that product costs, but for what that product can do in benefit to your company. If we look around the show today, there are many products here. Some of them are very inexpensive, some of them even free. There are other products that are relatively costly. And so if a developer is looking for such a product, there may be one alternative that's very inexpensive and another alternative for a similar product that's costly. The issue should be which one is going to benefit the company better. And the developer would be wise not to just jump at the product that's the lowest cost, because it may not be as good for his company. The analogy that we use is consider a lumber company, a company that's in the business of cutting down trees and selling the lumber. If they bought all of their lumberjacks an axe, it might be a very nice axe, maybe it costs 50 euros, very inexpensive, and all of their lumberjacks would go out and I'd chop down trees every day. What if their competitors spent 250 euros and bought a chainsaw for each of their lumberjacks? They're going to cut down far more trees, they're going to make more money, they're going to be very successful. The first company may even go out of business. So it wasn't very wise for them to save money by only spending 50 euro on the axe. They should have bought the chainsaw, which would have been more valuable to their company, even though it cost so much more at the beginning. That's the trend we're seeing among developers. We see embedded developers making that kind of trade-off these days, rather than jumping at a low-cost solution. They're looking at which solution really can provide them with the greatest value.
And Express Logic is offering the chainsaw solution.
We are offering beyond the chainsaw. We have a laser-operated cutter that will trim down trees faster than even the fastest chainsaw.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you, Jürgen.